Hello, welcome back to my channel, Stokey Potter here. I am showing you me making the earthenware blue cake stand that I show in my kiln opening video number 4. So if you want to go check it out, please do if you haven't already. I threw this and recorded this not long before I decided to launch my YouTube channel actually. So when I was filming this, I had no idea that at some point I would be uploading it onto my very own YouTube channel, which is quite bizarre really. Fun, but bizarre. So yeah, I've sped it up because I take forever to throw. As some of you may already know, or if you're new to my channel, I'm 3 years into my clay and glaze journey. I walked into my first pottery class on the 12th of July 2022. For those of you who do pottery, you will know how quickly you become addicted and obsessed with everything that's clay or glaze. So after that first 2-hour class, that was it. I was hooked. So yeah, I class myself as still relatively new to pottery, and I am not the fastest at throwing, which is why I've decided to speed up this video. What you can see me doing here now, for those of you who are maybe new to pottery, is I am using a rolling pin to help flatten and compress the clay. This is something that I do when I'm throwing a bigger piece. I have problems with my wrists and I really struggle to work with anything kind of over 1.5 kilograms of clay. Probably even less than that. It's the kind of the weight and the pushing it down. And so why not use a rolling pin to do most of the work? So as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm really working on compressing the clay. I've cut the edge of the clay so that it's nice and round using my pin tool. And what I'm doing here now is I've got a pre-prepared bit of clay, and on reflection what I should have done is I should have scraped the base of the pad of clay dry using one of the rib tools and then maybe scored it a little bit, but I didn't do that and it seems to be okay because the chip and dip cake survived with no cracks. I only say that because I saw it in another video of somebody throwing a cake stand. So what I'm doing now is I'm just doing what you would do with any piece that you would be making. So centering the clay, coning it up, coning it down. It felt quite strange to do this on top of an already thrown piece of clay, but yeah, it was easier to do than I had anticipated. So I just tried to treat this as, oh, I'm just going to make a cone or a bowl or whatever, and kind of that's what I did. So yeah, I am not a very fast thrower, so I think this video in real time is about 23 minutes, and my process is probably not that smooth, and I'm quite anxious really about showing my throwing because I know that it's not perfect, and I know that there will be some potters out there that will look at it and think, oh my god, what's she doing? You know, you don't do it that way. But you know, I get to where I need to be in the end. Yes, it might not be that glamorous and it might not be very quick, and you know, but I get to where I need to be. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a wobble, so I will use my needle tool to trim a little bit off the top and continue to pull up the walls. Just working on compressing the base and pulling up a little bit more because I feel like it needed to be a little bit taller and maybe a little bit wider. And I think it was at this point that I might have been thinking it could possibly be used as a chip and dip as well, but I wasn't sure. It was only really when I came to trim it that I thought, yeah, I think this could be a chip and dip as well. 2 for the price of 1. Woohoo! I'm just compressing the base again a little bit more, smoothing out the sides and using the wooden tool here to straighten up the edges. At this point I wanted to make sure that the foot of the cake stand was the shape that I wanted it to be. Nice straight walls, really nice curve on the inside. Now I'm going to use my knife tool to gradually pull up the sides, as you can see. I do plan on making a cake stand again and will definitely change some aspects of what I've done here. But for my first attempt, I was very happy with it. Just working on defining that outside edge. Again, probably taking me a little bit longer than it would for some people, but does it really matter if I get to where I need to be? It's strange when you watch yourself throwing because you realise how many actions and how many times I wipe my hands and how many times I wipe the board. No wonder it takes me forever to throw something. So I'm just doing some final tidying up, compressing the rim, making sure that the walls are nice and even, or as best as I can get them anyway. Final little wipe down, getting out any excess water. So thank you very much for watching. Any feedback on my voiceover would be very much appreciated, as it's the first time I've done it. It's probably not the best, but I thought I'd give it a go. Thanks very much for watching. If you like what you see, like and subscribe and join me on my clay and glaze journey. So all the best wherever you are in the world. Hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye.